What is going on, ABY Nation? Newcomers to the channel. ABY is back at it again, bringing you more content. And Cjdachamp is back with another video talking about Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. I'm excited. We're going to react to this. This is definitely going to be hilarious. I can't wait. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Repeat. Oh, started. You want to bust some other time?
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the worst crash he's ever had, to Rampage Jacksoning his f***ing door and redoing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out, they just wanted straight monowa panels. But it is none other than the serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom, Mr. Jinwoo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because of what the fuck. So, without further ado, the Jinwoo trials.
What?
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jinwoo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest ranked niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example, look at fine shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass niggas.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jinwoo was a
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This nigga was trash. He sucked! Hot ass, buns. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck. So this man, Jinwoo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here? Ah, shit, this is gonna be a walk in the park, man. This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit #1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know if his name. She out here having to heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with they goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like, Jinwoo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on bitches, Aaron Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal. And Jinwoo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape.
I was like, damn,
him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jinwoo, this was all a test by the mysterious system, and Jinwoo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash
Making them nowadays is hard, right?
He turned in to Himothy.
Oh my God, he was
into
hot.
secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man Jinwoo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum-ass six-stack. These scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jinwoo and this trust fund bum-ass, I got all this gear for nothing, Nepo baby Jinho. Like, don't get me wrong, I f with bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to still be ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jinwoo met up with this six-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dongsuk, and he explained to Jinwoo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dongsuk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jinwoo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E-rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when Jinwoo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no heals, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jinwoo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming six-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dongsuk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche? Huh? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six-stack is a bunch of con men crooks because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked-ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E-rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. Jinwoo cooked this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga. You know, trust fund baby looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team? He just cooked a boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right? You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure. Yeah, drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming six-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jinwoo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around, kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jinwoo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them. Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile.
I gotta watch it.
Just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month. But that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jinwoo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the fuck you gonna do to us, huh? With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas is shocked. They like, nani? How the hell did an E rank just kill a D rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E rank. This is a Smurf of doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look at this, he flash steps, bro, and just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with a swing, misses, knife to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Double kill.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like,
Nigga, what the f is this bullshit?
so Jinwoo easily kills his bum ass. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause. Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man caught 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Cause he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him, but Woo speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong. Just another fucking scrub stuck in elo hell. Boom! Face plants this bum. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch ass nigga. Cause what are you here for? You worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me.
Man, where's that from? Did he just make that up on his own, bro? Cause
No, that's from somewhere. That's from somewhere.
Just wiped the whole team. Dropped off all 6 of them. Sent them back to the lobby. But these were not the only human bodies Wu called oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened, Jinwoo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kong. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners, and the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes, and that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. So oh boy, boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did?
I'm about to say, actually, one of the prisoners had survived.
Then when Jinwoo and everybody else found the
See that
bodies,
he been alive, man.
maniac tried to sneak down until Jinwoo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your backline and kill your healer? I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is Jinwoo's first offense of letting somebody get they ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jinwoo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B rank hunter, and Unk was a C rank hunter. And also, you can't forget, Unk has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, well, usually characters with 1 arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with 1 arm. So Woo, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you could read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her life like, oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off, blood to keep Virgil. So when OG was about to die, Jinwoo finally decided to save this man. But I don't care, too little too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jinwoo special, watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you can pull up cold as shit. Serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Taeshik Kong wasn't an idiot like the 6-stack. This man knew off the rip, E rank my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. nigga. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jinwoo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jinwoo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop.
He did really do that though. That was so sick.
So Jinwoo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Shit was stunned. He was like, holy shit, was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jinwoo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But K-Shik ends up using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jinwoo just took. And that man K-Shik was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. But Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, born again! Like, bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his backline. It's over. At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. All he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo aura farming over his body. I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker aura farming over my dead body. But with that being said, Cjdachamp became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom, the Jinwoo Trials. Y'all right, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Scrapping with a Souls boss. Now this man Jinwoo is not new to fighting crazy ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane. But there was one boss that put so much belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink this hunting shit. And it was none other than the 7-foot big-bodied Egress the Blood Ray. Motherfucker looked like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. Had this man Jinwoo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jinwoo. Egress looked at bro and said, are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? On God, bitch boy. So Egress speed blitzes Jinwoo, and just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jinwoo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room, and 1 second later, he's already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jinwoo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had Ultra Instinct. But Jinwoo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jinwoo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He'd been fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jinwoo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jinwoo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress, being a gentleman, decided, oh, we throwing hands, so I like you, little nigga. Let's throw hands then. Bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Egress wasted no time. Bro stood there in aura farm for 2 seconds. Then
yo, Jinwoo, you know who's gonna be able to fight?
Plants this man in the brain. Which was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room. Then humped him down to hit this boy with the pummeling this man to a pope in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jinwoo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Egress had perfect defense. But while Jinwoo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck. and he finally took some health off. But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back, while making him flip mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam.
Oh my
God! With the haymaker. And dog, at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag. Then the roll again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
"Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch."
So Egress uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man. And this is when Jinwoo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, "Nah, I'm not done yet." He starts shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look at this. Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed.
Impact friends, baby.
Again, pause. But dog, this insane lock-in moment by Jinwoo gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, insane work. Nigga beat a Souls boss IRL and on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try, but bro proved that he was Himothy just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal. The Jinwoo trials. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will Jinwoo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler. Yes.
Just wait till season 3.
Good, bro.
Boy. Oh boy, season 3. Oh, y'all ain't ready. He really gonna drop a body there. This is great. I can't wait for the next video.
It's gonna be a few.
Probably sometime soon. CJ go do another Inventable one, so look forward to that as well. Can't wait. So excited. Well, no. You know what? Finish the outro. Yes, you. If you guys did enjoy this reaction, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We appreciate that. Read us out. Make sure you check out all the other reactions we have done to Cjdachamp. It's all in one big playlist. Make sure you also subscribe over to Cjdachamp himself if you haven't already. Guy does amazing content. Alright? But until then, we will see y'all with more glorious content.
What about your friend Foggy, huh? You got life?
Excuse you?
I hear him every day, Bill.
Always be yourself.
Like, never change for no change, and never change yourself 100%. Change those bad things that you done did, or change those bad ways that you have, but never change yourself 100%. You need to be you to the day you die.